Okay. Are we live? Says we are. There we go. There's our preview. You love to see it. Alrighty. So yeah, some shit went down last time. Things escalated quickly last week, didn't they? In episode 4. I mean, shit, dude. We literally got, 4 episodes in. We just got things going with the club, and Natsuki broke Yuri's tea set, and that re-sparked the old issues they had with each other or something. That was wild. That was wild finding that that they apparently have not gotten along for fucking ages. So yeah, I'm curious to see what our boys Yuri and Monika plan to do about this, because now the club that they literally just made is already in jeopardy. So yeah, this is very not good. Also, what's up, Underskins? How are you? How was your night tonight? I saw the art that you posted while I was at work. Saw you posted something over there. I didn't have much of a chance to really look at it yet. So, there we go. Also, can we talk about the fact that Unity is literally going to self-destruct as an engine because of what they just did? Just had some steak. You drew a little thing. Yeah. I heated up some cheesy noodles. They were very tasty. Also, I mentioned it in the description, but I've got a little surprise planned for the end of the stream tonight. Since we're only covering one episode tonight, because this is the last one that's currently available right now, I've got something planned for the end of stream tonight. Since I know tonight's going to be on the shorter end, I thought I'd include something a little special. Since we're covering a Sayuri mod, it just feels appropriate. It's something I've already played on the server, and that's all I'm going to say. Imagine blasting yourself onto a knee because of raising a price on a game engine. That's not exactly what they're doing. What they're doing is they are basically taxing you for, selling a successful game with their engine. That is basically what they are doing. Muda just put out a good video about this. Go check it out. Seriously, it is one of the most baffling, mind-numbingly stupid decisions I've ever seen. It's bro. Here's a good example. Hearts of Iron 4. Yeah, I've heard of Hearts of Iron. I haven't played it, but I've heard of it. I'm pretty sure Madrybread's made videos on it. That's where I know it from. But yeah, the best way I can describe what Unity's doing is, let's talk about it like this, right? Say you publish a game, that you made in Unity on Steam. You already paid to use, the Unity engine. You already paid them to use it to develop your game. So you'd think it would end there. So, for every purchase you make, right? The storefront, takes a cut of the revenue because you published it to their storefront. And if you're not self-published, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure publishers take a cut of the revenue as well, because they helped you publish your game. So, you know, that's already, you know, 2 cuts being taken out of your revenue. And what Unity is saying is that we want another cut of those profits. You know, if you make X amount of money in, you know, a 12-month period. That's basically what they're saying. It's absolutely bonkers. Oh, and the best part, I just found this out tonight. The CEO of Unity is the same guy that said in 2011 that he would charge Battlefield players $1 to reload their guns. That EA CEO. It's the same guy. So yeah, that's what's happening with Unity. It usually goes on sale for like $10-15. It's pretty fun with friends as long as the host has DLC. Everyone in the lobby can use it for free. Yeah, zombie shooter I've played, Killing Floor 2, does the same thing. Did at that price. If you're into that kind of stuff, I'd love to play. I'd have to look into it more. I don't know a whole lot about it. Like I said, I've only like heard the name in passing here and there. I'm not overly familiar with it. But yeah, that's what's happening with Unity, and honestly, it's bullshit. If you're ever looking to get into grand strategy games, I'd definitely say it's the most newbie friendly. Yeah, like I said, I'd have to check it out. It's been a while since I've played one of them. Hey Zach, how you doing? How was work today? I had a pretty busy day at work today. Not like crazy busy, just steady, you know? Where there's always, you know, plenty to do, but you know, it's not overwhelmingly so. It's not as intense casually as something like Steel Division, but it's also not as archaic or linear like something like Panzer Corps 2. I don't know what either of those are, but I will take your word for it. A big fan of both titles, PC2 especially, but HOI 4 was the gateway for me. I see. I see. At least you didn't have to mop the sides of every aisle, then have to sweep for 30 minutes and have 0 breaks for 4 to 5 hours straight. Bro, I work for 45 hours straight every single day of my life. Like, that's nothing new for me. Was getting Civilization Revolution on your Xbox 360 with gold. Nice. Oop. Sea cleaners, shut up. I don't care. So Turbo, what's up? What's up, mate? I had to go to work straight after working my ass off at school, so I've got an excuse for my foot pain and complaining. Yeah, when you're going straight from school to work, that I understand, Zach. I understand that. Gotta babysit my niece and nephew in 2 hours? Well then, you're in the right place, because this is probably going to be a shorter stream tonight. Because we just have this episode, and then a little surprise I've got planned for the end. You can try to surprise me, I'm not very excitable at the moment. Well, all I'll say is that it's something I've already played on the server. I just want to play it on the channel. Since we're playing a Sayori mod tonight. It just feels appropriate. Yep, been there, Zach, been there. Did you ever check out the BO3 Zombies Enhanced mod when it came out? I don't think I have, actually. Depends on what one you're talking about. Had a fun time with it, got to like 78 casually by sitting in the death hallway because of the mod's pack-a-punch scaling. Huh. 11 reps of a workout in 20 minutes, then had to go up multiple steps, flights of stairs, then had to go down the stairs, then go to work. I see, I see. Ah! Some guy called Doki Guy's got a Doki community. Doki Nyan. Some interesting clubs in the Emerald Affection server. The troll room with a bar. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know the room you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, mate. Yeah, he he put a link to his server in the Emerald Affection server. So that was cool. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna swap over to that. Mod adds a bunch of custom weapons, separate ranking system. Okay, that's actually cool. That's something I've actually wanted in a custom maps. Some kind of level up system. Do you mean 90? Because 9. Oh, you mean Pack-a-Punch tiers. Excuse me, never mind. You're talking about Pack-a-Punch tiers. Yeah, send me a link to that. I'll have to check that out sometime. That sounds like something that's fun to mess around with. That sounds like the kind of thing I'd mess around with on the server for fun one night. Alright. I'm done sending out links. Let's begin. So one thing... You're just in time, D-Bombre. We're just about to get started. So, one thing that I found that's new in this episode, they added their own sound effects. The menu has new sound effects. You should play DDLC for 12 hours. Too early in the morning again. I'm sorry if it's early in the morning for you, mate. This is just the most convenient time for me to stream. And, D-Bombre, if you want to watch me play DDLC for 12 hours... just boot up my day 1 DDLC Plus stream. Because I did exactly that. Oh, the mod is called 12 hours? Tell me about it. Because I have not, I haven't heard of that one. Oh, you must live overseas. I seem to find I have a very international audience. Where have I heard these sound effects before? Because I know I've heard these sound effects before in another mod. I'm trying to think of which one it was. Seriously. For over 35 plus hours one time. Denmark. Yep, I was right. I've got a few people from overseas, like Brad, Koniko. Yeah. And then, of course, we got Caleb, who's all the way over in Australia. So, yeah, that's always fun, getting scheduling done there with him. Because there's such a big time difference between time zones. Yeah, that's always fun. I want to say this is, like... I want to say I've heard this in, like, World of Dreams Act 2? Or something? No. It's not that. It's not that. Plata's MC gets a deadly violet virus. He only has 12 hours to live, and we see what wacky things he gets into. Sounds like a fun. Sounds like fun. All right. I'll have to check that out later. Oh, that I don't think that was. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I don't think this mod series had blinking before. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like I said, correct me if I'm wrong. Sounds like a shitpost mod from Marco. There's also a mod where MC makes meth. I see he took after Walter White. Anywho. We're gonna get into this now. So if you don't remember from last episode, if you haven't been following the series, We just got Yuri and Natsuki to join our club that we just created with Monika, and Natsuki already broke Yuri's tea set, and now they're pissed at each other, and they both just left in a huff. Marco is the most incompetent MC. That sounds about right for Monika's branding. That sounds about right. From what I've seen of Monika's videos. So yeah, now we're gonna see how they resolve this, like how they get them back together to work this out, if they can, because now our whole club is in jeopardy, the one that we literally just made. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Zach says he hates blinking. That's one area that you and I disagree. I actually really like blinking. I think it brings the characters to life a little bit more. Just breathes a little bit of life into the game. Makes the game feel a little more lively to me. I've always liked it, but I understand if you're not. I understand if you just don't like it. I understand if you don't like it. But I personally really enjoy it. Wait, what do you mean they're gonna kick us out of our club room? Apparently, some of the other clubs have been complaining. Complaining about what? They're wondering why we've been given such a big club room when we're not even an official club. To that I say, none of your fucking business why we have such a big room. Have you ever heard of this thing called growth? Like, just shut the fuck up. That is an invalid complaint. I am sorry. Yeah, I know who the bike is. Trust me. The school president told me I have until the end of the week to get required members or I have to leave the room. End of the week? That's tomorrow! You know how crazy that sounds. Yeah, dude, this is so fucked. We were just talking about that. Yes, they added blinking. They added blinking in episode 5. As well as new sound effects. So, there's some steps made in this one. I like it. Nice little touches like that. Just getting them in the same room is going to be hard enough. Exactly! Like, you guys saw what happened last time. Did you think they're going to want to look at each other after what just happened? Turn the president into a pickle? I mean, that would work. But also, yeah, going back to what I was saying about this. Other clubs wondering why we've been given such a big club room when we're not even an official club? Again, your complaint is invalid because that's none of your fucking business why we have such a big room. Have you heard of this thing called growth? You know, that maybe someday down the line, you know, we will grow big enough to need this room. Just shut the fuck up. That is just a completely invalid complaint. I am sorry. Now we have to get them to make up? There's no way. You think I don't know that? Yeah, so I see we're on the same wavelength here. That doesn't mean we shouldn't try. I mean, what else can we do? The blinking is only creepy if you don't continue the story and stare. I feel my body flinch involuntarily. Yeah, Monika's scary when she gets angry. This I know very well. She is the last person you want to upset. Just what I need right now. Comma. More yelling. Can't blame her, however. No, this is completely unfair against the club. This is completely unfair. Maybe the other club presidents don't want Monika to have a club, but wanted to be more formal about it. Some kind of twisted payback for leaving the debate club. That would be so fucked if that turned out to be the reasoning. But yeah, like, this sounds like the kind of thing I would expect to happen in a school, but it is So, it is such bad reasoning. Of course she'd be upset. Monika just wanted everything to be perfect. She wanted to have a fucking club. She didn't need everything to be perfect. She just wanted to make her own club, damn it. And we were going to help her do that. You know, we finally started to gain a little bit of traction, and all of a sudden now it's like we're fucked if everything doesn't just work out perfectly. The school, Japan, they kill the things we like. You know, that reminds me of a Sega meme. She was so close to finally having all of her hard work pay off. I mean, really, we were just getting started here. We only just started this club fairly recently. For it all to end like that, before it even begins, it has to be soul-crushing. It's irritating is what it is. Not to mention, with the added deadline she was given, the stress must be killing her. Why are you using past tense here? That doesn't make sense. Yet she hit it so well, even with everything going on. I had no idea. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell like that. No. You don't have to apologize for anything. You are completely justified in this situation. No, it's okay. I understand. I mean, to be fair, I was yelling first. Sorry about that. We at least need to try to fix this. Yeah! Mildly infuriatingly idiotic. Yep, that too. That too. That too, Zach. And yeah, you're right that we at least have to try. The odds are against us, but all we can do is try. With the situation in front of us. Do you really think we should? Are you seriously just gonna give up like that? Boy. I don't care how hard. That's not what I was talking about. She looks at me perplexed. Ben, what do you mean? Hi, Sayori. Looks like they fixed her sprite, actually. It actually looked pretty good right there. We'll have to see how it looks throughout the episode. Too early to judge. Whatever is going on between those two, I don't think it concerns us. Well, it does now. Because now our whole club is in jeopardy. Doesn't matter if it's beef between them from ages ago. We basically have a day to get these two together and sort this out. So, get your ass moving, boy. If Sayori applies makeup, she can become visible. She has to project herself to us. That's what's happening. This isn't about making Sayori a member. Sayori's... Did you see the title of the mod? She's literally a ghost. We're making this club in her honor. Nobody else even knows that Sayori is here. No, because no one else can see her. I think we're better off just walking away. Yeah, really? Really? Are you sure about that? Racism against ghosts? Hey, it's not my fault nobody else but us can see Sayori. That's just how it is in universe, dude. That's not my fault. That's just how it is. Equal rights for ghosts. Monika and her hairpin agree. Monika and her hairpin agree. Monika's perplexed expression only deepens with my words. Look, if they wanted to make up and be friends, they would have a while ago, right? Monika just looks at me for a few seconds before snapping out of her confused state. I don't think so yet. Don't be so transparent. We're just getting into it, Caleb. What? No, that doesn't mean anything. There's a lot of people that don't know what they really want.
So they just end up not doing anything and accepting that this is the way that life is without the possibility of change.
Hey! SMG4, what is this? This is a DDLC mod. You must be new here. Thanks for checking out the stream, mate. How you doing today?
I think this is what happened to Yuri and Natsuki.
Are you sure? Because here's the thing, Monika. We don't know what happened with Yuri and Natsuki in their past. We don't know about that. That's what I want to find out more about. And that's why we need to get them together, so that we can understand the full story. We need the full picture here.
I do believe they want to be friends again. I mean, you heard Yuri say it herself. She was willing to give Natsuki a chance. Also, think about it. Why would Natsuki join the club knowing Yuri was in it if she didn't think she could fix things?
I hate to correct you, Monika, but I don't think Natsuki knew that Yuri was part of this club. Alright, you have a good day at school, Kill Camp. Thanks for checking out the stream. Natsuki found out Yuri was an enemy stand user. I feel like this line of dialogue is completely forgetting what happened last episode. Feel free to correct me on this if I'm wrong, but I don't think Natsuki actually knew that Yuri was a part of the club before she joined, before she decided to come by. Because Natsuki actually came by. She only came by to pick up her own manga volume. When we bumped into her and we mixed up the mangas that we had, she came back to get it. And she decided to stick around after finding out Yuri was a part of the club room. This is date or something? Not necessarily. If you haven't played the base game, you're probably not going to understand what's going on here. So if you haven't played base DDLC, go check it out. I mean, it's free. It's a free game. So go check it out if you haven't already. So yeah, Monika, I hate to correct you on that. Well then, like I said, you're probably not going to understand what's happening in this mod. Because most mods require you to, to have at least a base understanding of the base game. So I highly recommend you go do that. I'm just saying. You don't have to. I'm just saying it's not a bad idea. If you got, like 6 hours to kill, it's a very fascinating game. Then I found out what DDLC was. I mean, I'm not gonna say you shouldn't watch if that's what you want to do, if you want to hang out. You just might be a little lost on what's happening, especially since this is part of a multi-part series. So yeah, that's my suggestion. It'll always be here if you want to catch the recap. But yeah. Anyway, let's continue, because I'm pretty sure this Monika's quote here goes contrary to what actually happened in episode 4. Look, that may be true, but it's not our problem. Our problem right now is the club. My boy. Boy! You don't seem to understand that Natsuki and Yuri's past is now our problem, because they're part of our club, and we have to get them to make up so that we can stay in here and keep the club that we have. What are you not understanding about that? If you want to see me play Friday Night Funkin', I've done a couple of streams on Friday Night Funkin'. If that's what you want to see me play. I played the base game, and then I played the DDLC Takeover mod. So, if that's what you're interested in, go check those out. think we can come up with a simpler solution that will get us out of this situation. And what do you propose? And what do you propose, boy?
Is that why you think I want to help?
Yeah. She hangs her head. You idiot. You absolute idiot. What's this dark aura I'm suddenly feeling? You completely misunderstand the situation, boy. And Monika is about to tell you precisely why you are wrong. So, hit it.
I'll be honest, Ben. I'm hurt you think that's the only reason I would want to help. Also, I'm a bit scared that's the only reason you'd want to help.
Coming off as a little bit selfish here, boy, aren't ya?
I want to help because Yuri is our friend.
Thank you!
I may not know Natsuki very well, but I can tell she's a good person under that rough exterior. They're both hurting. I can't just forget about them.
I don't know how you could.
I don't know how you could say that this doesn't involve us after witnessing that firsthand.
And again, it's our problem now. Because if we sit here and do nothing, our club is no longer a thing. So yeah. Are you only thinking of yourself, you dense dipshit? Holy shit. This is quite a display.
Aren't you worried about them after seeing that? I don't care if there's a simpler solution. That doesn't mean it's the right one.
Exactly. I still don't get it. Why would Mom do this? Hey, you're asking the wrong person there, buddy. Oh shit, we have a dad in this mod. This is the first time he's actually appeared. So, fascinating. Why would Mom do what? This is clearly a flashback. I don't know what's happening. This is our boy's dad. I'm sure there were a lot of reasons. Mainly, if I had to guess, she was unhappy. Right. I think in this mod, our parents are divorced. I could be wrong, but I think that's what's going on. I never could really understand what was going through her head. I get that, but if she was unhappy, why didn't she talk to you about it? Why didn't she try to find a way to fix things? Question mark. Sometimes people think some relationships aren't worth fighting for. Unfortunately, her mom decided the easiest thing to do was get a divorce. Yep, okay, never mind. There's our clarification. However, she was too afraid to do it herself, so she forced my hand. Wow. I am sorry, that is pathetic. Fucking wow. She's the one who wants a divorce, but she doesn't have the balls to do it herself. Wow, that is pathetic. In the process, hurting a lot of people around her. Wow. All because she wanted to take the easiest way out. Dishonorable. I don't want that from you. Don't just take the simplest route. Simple doesn't always mean the best. Exactly. This dude gets it. This dude's real. This dude's keeping it real. You promise me that? Come on, boy. Do the right thing. You know what needs to happen here. Also, I don't know if it was intentional that there was no music up until now. I don't know if that was intentional. Wow. Stubborn. Boy, you're starting to sound like me when I'm being stubborn. Fine, Monika. We'll do things your way. But don't get your hopes up. Wow, such compassion.
Thank you, Ben. That means a lot.
So then what's the plan? I don't know. Why don't you help her? Figure that out.
I actually don't have one.
Yeah, this is the part where you're supposed to figure it out. What? That's his reaction. What? But isn't this like your thing? Oh my god, I can't with this guy. I fucking can't. Like, oh my god. No sense of urgency, no agency. Doesn't even give that much of a shit about his fellow club members. Wow. Wow, some vice president you are. Fucking wow. My god. What do you mean, my thing? Don't a lot of people go to you for advice? Doesn't mean she's always going to have some. My god. Figured you would know how to handle arguments. Does she look like she's a people person? Like, tell me that right now. Boy, tell me that right now. Does she look like a people person to you? Yes, she talks to a lot of people. Does that mean she's good with people? You tell me.
True, but that's normally just a simple high school drama.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
That's normally just simple high school drama.
Can cut A.
Nothing like this.
Great.
I don't suppose you...
Yeah, sorry, no. Wow, off to a great start here with this phase. When it comes to people in relationships, I'm absolutely clueless. Man, this really is gonna be an uphill battle, isn't it? Oh, brother. Here we go. Great. She's sensing just how fucked she is in this situation. Oh boy. Yeah, this is gonna end great. I can just tell. So where does that leave us? Absolutely nowhere. We sit in stern silence as I push my two working brain cells together as hard as I can. Yeah, that sounds about accurate for this guy. That's about all he has. If it took this much convincing just to get him to fucking help. My god.
Hey, can I have your number?
Wait, what? Boy, settle down. Y'all are part of a team right now. This is kind of important.
Just so I can text you later.
She's around. She showed herself earlier.
I think the best thing we can do right now is to take a step back. We're still a little shaken after what just happened. We need to relax and rethink.
Mm-hmm. You need to approach this with a fresh mindset. Alright. Yeah, no sense trying to force ideas right now. It's probably not gonna go well. Okay. I mean, I would say, I would say if we want to try to get them together, one of us goes and gets Yuri, one of us goes and gets Natsuki, and just say, you know, we want to take you out somewhere, bring them together, and go from there. We'll see how they handle this. You know it, Zach. You know it.
Hopefully after that we'll have some ideas.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds good. Of course, it would be for the club. What was I even getting my hopes up for? We quickly exchange our numbers. My god. What was I even getting my hopes up for? Of bringing these two back together so we can continue to exist as a club? Can't lie. Even though this is just for the club, maybe move the comma over here. I can't help but feel a bit excited. Don't. Just don't, okay? Don't become that guy. If this goes south, boy. I'm just saying, if this goes south, don't become that guy. You know the guy. You know the guy I'm talking about.
Alright, Ben. Call me if you come up with anything. I'm counting on you, okay?
She flashes me her award-winning smile. It is an award-winning smile. Seriously, look at that face. How can you say no to that face? Chat, would you fight me for this smile? Because I would be willing to fight for that smile. That smile is precious, and it must be protected. I feel my face heat up as usual when I see that smile. I'll give you that one. That's understandable. I don't think I'll be much help. Well, you have to at least try, buddy. I suddenly feel a hand on my shoulder. I look over to see Sayori giving me a reassuring smile. You will, and you'd win? Probably, given how much you work out. Wouldn't surprise me. Of course, I won't be doing this alone. Nope, yep. Spoke too soon earlier about the sprites. So I still need some work in other areas. But I'll try. And that's all anybody can ever ask of you. That's all I ask. Hey, that's my line. Ugh, what a day. I say as I collapse on my bed. I'm exhausted. At least it wasn't all bad. I also know how to use heavy axes and blades, so I've got that in my weaponry. Yeah, about all I can say I've got on hand right now is some pocket knives. How? I don't think you can get much worse than today. Well, with Monika's number, you now have 3 people in your contacts. I feel bad. I feel bad. Aren't you becoming popular? Hush, you. You know, normally I would be up for doing our little routine. My friends call me Lumberzack for a reason. That's a good nickname. Wow. Today I'm not really in the mood. Sorry, just trying to lighten things up. I know. Thanks for trying. You were quiet all the way home. You spelled quiet wrong. You have to flip the E and the T. I assume you were trying to think about what to do? Let's see what he says. More about how this is my fault. How? Literally how? I press my face into my pillow. Hoping if I press hard enough, I'll fall into a soft, comfortable pillow world. I feel you, mate. Life comes at you fast. Gotta face the situation in front of us and deal with it as it comes. Anywhere but here would be nice.
Come on, Ben. Don't say that. How could this possibly be your fault?
I slowly roll over, staring at my ceiling, hoping the answers to all my problems are written up there. It ain't gonna be that easy, boy. Hello. Suddenly, my vision is filled with Sayori's face. Blinking ghost Sayori, oh my god. Amazing. Also, what is up with the area around your lips?
Come on, Ben. Talk to me.
I slowly lift myself from my bed, passing through Sayori's astral form. From. He spelled it as from, not form. I'm noticing that quite a bit with this episode. Ugh, gross! I feel like I have spider webs on my face now. Ugh, I'm never doing that again.
I liked it. It kind of tickled. Now, are you gonna talk to me?
That's a layered image issue? Ah. It's just... I don't know. I felt like I was finally doing something right. And for the first time in a long time, I was actually doing a good job. Of course, leave it to me to screw it all up. Again, literally how? Because of course I find the two people that can't stand each other. And how is that your fault? You couldn't have possibly known about their history with each other. The milk that went bad and became unalived. Transparency spray. Suddenly I feel two arms embrace me from behind. You're such a goof, you know that? You sound like me when I'm talking to Monika after she's being silly. What?
You can't blame yourself for this, Ben. There's no way you could have known.
Hey, my line.
Yeah, but no buts. There's no point in worrying about it. Remember what you told Monika? You can't go telling Monika it's not her fault, then turning around and blaming yourself. However, if you really feel that way, then stop moping around and try to find a way to fix this.
On point, Sayori. Sayori on point today. I love it. She's stealing my bit.
You did tell Monika you would find a way to fix this after all. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Sayori. She asked us to call her if we thought of anything. We didn't tell her we would find a way to fix this. So hold up on that, Sayori.
Sorry. I think you're gaslighting a bit here, Sayori.
You can't give up before you even start.
I can't help but sit there taking in Sayori's words. Move the comma to right about here. Guess being a ghost really has changed you, huh?
I told you so. So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna find a way to help fix this. Because that's the right thing to do. Alright, excuse me. Clear my throat. Ugh.
Don't you mean we?
Yeah, we'll find a way to fix this. Whoop. That's quite a ringtone. I feel my heart skip a beat. Maybe we won't have to. Why don't you hold up? Why don't you check the caller ID first? I quickly grabbed my phone, hoping it's Monika calling with an idea. Did you? He didn't even check the caller ID. God damn it. Hello? It's Dad. How did I know? How did I know he should have checked the caller ID? Yeah, hello. It's Ben there. I was hoping to talk to him. Hello, Dad. Very funny. It's me. Wait, it's your dad? What? There's no way. My kid sounds nothing like this. Well, believe it. Puberty must have hit you pretty hard. He must have had a really different voice when he was, his age the last time we saw our dad. Is this really how you want to start this conversation? I haven't talked to my kid in who knows how long. Can't a dad joke around a bit? I'm with the dad on this one. You're his son, goddammit. He has every right to joke around with you. Yep. Yeah, sorry. I just have a lot on my mind right now. It's nice to hear from you. Seriously. I'm sorry it's been so long since my last call. Missing a word there. If it was up to me, I'd call more frequently, but sadly it's not up to me. Be surprised how hard it is to find some time for yourself. Believe me, I know. I feel this, man. Like I said, this guy's keeping it real. This guy is keeping it real. Probably doesn't help. I'm working as hard as I can over here, so I get back home faster. Yep, I know you, mate. You're just doing your best. You're just doing your job. Ever since Mom left, you've been having to work twice as hard. It's alright, Dad. I understand. Good night, fellow human named DeBombre. You have a good night, man. Thanks for hanging out. I mean, excuse me. I blame the cheesy noodles I had before stream. You're working hard because of me, right? Hard to be mad at that. I think that's a bit much, but whatever, mate. You have a good one. That's what I keep telling myself, but it doesn't make me feel any better. Where are you again? You've gone to so many places it's hard to keep track. Paris for this foreseeable future. Aw, shit! Wish you could be here with me, kiddo. Oh my god, that is so Sayori. I think you'd like this place a lot. Oh yeah, who wouldn't like Paris? I'd take you with me if I could. Well, why can't you? School, mainly. School's not that important. Bet. Especially when you can travel the world instead. Spoken like a true high schooler. This dude is so real. Anyway, that's enough about my boring life. I want to hear what's happening with you. You said earlier you have a lot on your mind right now. I don't know. Come on, humor your old man. He just wants to know how his son, who he hasn't talked to in forever, is doing. Yeah, come on, man. Open up a little. Who knows? Might even be able to help. Alright, fine. So a couple of days ago, I ended up starting a club. Wait, hold on. I think my phone is losing connection. Did you just say you started a club? Yeah. Oh, come on. Is it really that hard to believe? Yes. Yes, it is, actually. Knowing you. Yes, it is, actually. I mean, kind of. Just never showed any interest in clubs. Pretty sure you once said you thought they were dumb. Now I'm hearing you started one? Well, I mean, I didn't start it myself. It was his idea. He just got some help starting it. Me and this girl called Monika both started it. Now it's time to find out if Dad knows who this Monika person is. Oh, a girl, you say? Oh boy, this is gonna be good. just imagine him with a huge grin on his face right now. Of course! This is what a dad wants to hear. It all makes sense now. Oh my god, this dad is the best character. This dad is the best fucking character in this mod. Hands down. I love this guy. This guy is great. Uh-huh. Will you just let me tell my story? Sorry. Go ahead. 5 minutes later. And yeah, that's basically the whole story. Man, you weren't kidding. It's quite the situation you got there. I'll be honest with you. Glad to see you're so worried about your new friends. It's unlike you. Yeah, and it took convincing from Monika to get him here. That's the part you don't know. It must be pretty important to you, huh? Yeah, sure. He doesn't care! He doesn't actually care. Anyways, do you have any advice? Did he say anything yet? I cover the phone with my hand. He's thinking. I want to hear. Sayori leans in incredibly close to me, putting herself as close to the phone as she can. Sayori! Faces are centimeters apart. It's awkward to say the least. Apparently, though, I'm not the only one that's feeling it. What? Too close. Back up. Sayori grins. What? You don't like it? She begins to scooch even closer to me. I try to back up, but Sayori is persistent. And she has the advantage of being incorporeal. So, you only have so far you can move before you can't get away from her. Only moving closer and closer to me. Yeah, he's usually a little shit. An antisocial little shit, yep. I feel my face begin to heat up. Knock it off. Why am I getting so flustered about this? I'll put it on speaker, now just back up, please. Aw, fine. Breathe a sigh of relief and push the speaker button. Boop. Ben? Ben, you still there? Oh, hey, sorry, Dad. I just got distracted. What were you saying? I was asking if you knew what they were fighting about. I thought you told him this when you were I thought you told him this when you were telling him the backstory. Not really. It's definitely more than just a broken tea set. Honestly, I don't think there's much you can do until you find out the why. That's what I was saying. You gotta get them together so that we can learn the whole story. Then, and only then, can we proceed forward. How do we do that? Well, I think the answer to that is pretty simple. You talk to them. That's the problem, though. We can't even get them in the same room. Oh, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely, Underskins. I'm not saying you have to talk to both of them. You just need to talk to one of them. Just have a one-on-one conversation with them. This is what I was saying earlier. Kind of. This is kind of what I was saying earlier, just with one less step. Rather than, Monika and us bringing both of them to the same location unknowingly. Because that actually probably wouldn't end well. Yeah, just one of us go to each of them and get their side of the story. So I was on the right track. You talk to them, while this Monika talks to the other one. Exactly what I just said. Both of you approach the same person, it'll make them feel awkward. This MC is just out of brain cells. You might as well say he's got no brain cells to produce function. Yeah, he wasn't joking when he was talking earlier that he's rubbing his two working brain cells together. He really wasn't joking about that. They might feel like they're being ganged up on. Wait, what do you mean we talk to them one-on-one? Exactly what it sounds like! I'm sorry, what part of that don't you understand? You go talk to Yuri, for instance, and Monika goes and talks to Natsuki. What's so hard about that? What part of that don't you understand? How is this such a hard concept for you? There's no way I can do that. Why not? I mean, it's too awkward. You don't think it will be awkward for them, too? I know, but you knew this wasn't going to be easy. If you're serious about fixing this, you're gonna have to put yourself out there. Exactly. This dad is my favorite character in this entire story so far. He's the most real fucking character in this whole story. I'm just saying. I love this guy. This guy, he knows how to keep it real. I stay quiet, out of any arguments. Can I give you one last piece of advice? Go for it. I know you feel like you have to solve this problem because if you don't, you'll lose your club. But that's not the mindset you should have going into this. Exactly, that's just going to make the whole thing worse. You shouldn't go in thinking you're going to solve this problem. And just like whenever I start up a grind stream where I'm just, working on one thing. Like to use an example from a few months back when I did, the Sans fight stream when I was doing the genocide route. I didn't go into that stream thinking I was going to actually win against Sans. I was just going in to sit down for a few hours, and if I won, cool. If I didn't, we just come back next time. That's the kind of mindset he's talking about here. Go in and make an honest attempt to listen. Because yeah, even if you lose your club, you can still help them make up. And help them become friends again. You might not have a club to come back to, but that doesn't mean you have to abandon each other. See how this works? I think it'll mean a lot to them to see that. Maybe it'll help them open up more. Keep that in mind. Thanks, Dad. Anytime, kiddo. We wish we could continue this conversation, but sadly, duty calls. It's alright, Dad. I understand. I hope this was worth your break. You go back to work, man. Promise we'll talk again soon. Try to make it not as long this time. Sounds good. Just don't work yourself too hard. Exactly, Zach. Too late for that. Talk to you soon. Love ya. Love you too. I've always liked your dad. I can understand why, Sayori. He's a good man. He's a good man with good principles. What's not to like? Our boy's mom is a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. Like, really? What's not to like with this guy? Clearly she knows something we don't. So, I'm curious what that is. That's what I want to find out more about in a later episode. He's always been super nice. Yeah. Stare somberly at the black screen of my phone, hoping that maybe, just maybe, he'll call again. You're hopeless. Like I said, this guy has no agency. That he forgot something he needed to tell me, or it turned out he had more time. Oh my god. Oh my god, I pity this guy. Maybe she was an entitled bitch that got impregnated and ditched him? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, Zach. All I'm saying is, whoever our boy's mom is, she don't know what she's missing.
You miss him, don't you?
Of course I do.
It's not the only thing bugging you, though, is it?
Doesn't matter. We have bigger problems to worry about. Abruptly, Sayori grabs my face, bringing me close to her.
Don't start getting all mopey on me again.
Permission to smack granted. She stares at me intensely. They somehow made things worse with the mouth. Feels like she's gonna burn a hole through my face. Yeah, when did you start acting like Monika? This is kind of scary. I'm taken aback by Sayori's sudden assertiveness. Why am I strangely into this? Just shut up! Shut up! This is not the time for that. This is not the time for your fucking BDSM kinks. Feel my face heat up again. Okay, just let go. I take a moment to collect myself. Period. It's just been a long time since I've talked to him. I think it was over a month since we last talked. Yeah, that's a bit. I'm worried we're drifting apart. Man, what do you want him to do? He's working. He's doing his best. He's doing his best. For the family. Which scares me. He's the only family I have.
Really? You guys seemed pretty close to me.
Huh, you think? Oh yeah, he absolutely does, Zach. He absolutely does.
Honestly, you guys seemed even closer than what I remember. I think him being so far away is what's helping you guys become close.
Uh-huh. You think so?
You don't know what you have until it's gone.
Wow. That's rich coming from you, Sayori. That is rich coming from you. My god. I'll give the writers some credit for that one. They knew what they were doing with that one. My god. That line gets a fucking award. Sorrow begins to take over her face. Can't even begin to think of all the things she's referring to when she says that. God damn it, Caleb.
Most kids take for granted having their parents around all the time. I think parents are the same way sometimes.
Kept stumbling over that because I kept thinking there was an all in this sentence.
But because your dad is so far away and you get so little time to talk, you've learned to cherish it.
Yeah, she has.
To make the most of it when you can, because you don't know when you'll talk again. That's why I think you two are so close now. I'm sure the stuff with your mom also helped.
Once again, I'm stone silent. I know I said it already, but she really has changed. It's crazy to think about. Hey, that's my line. No, actually, it's more scary to think about. So what demonic ritual caused this to happen? We don't know. She just suddenly appeared one day. Like, if you go watch part 1, like, we don't really have much of an explanation as to why she's here. We're just kind of rolling with it. Whenever I picture Sayori, I'll always see the girl I grew up with. The bubbly, kind, carefree Sayori. That's the Sayori I know. That's the Sayori I hold close to my heart. And I have a funny feeling you're not the only one. But
that's unfair to her. To continue to only see her in that way. To not acknowledge how she's changed. She's been through so much, more than I'll ever know. Can't even imagine how that would begin to change a person. Honestly, I feel lucky that overall, she seems like the old Sayori I knew. You're right about the astral projection part. She is projecting herself to be here. And she can only do it for so long. But there doesn't seem to be any kind of stated limit on that. The rules on it are honestly kind of vague, which I'm not really a fan of, considering everything that's happened to her. Yeah, funny. Goes to show how strong she really is. Well, I mean, I'm not even gonna say it. Maybe she's like Casper. Cookie. Thanks again, Sayori. Scared to think where I would be without you, without your right now. Just you. Remove the R. Probably watching anime and playing video games all day. Hush, you. Yeah, you're probably right. Wait, I would prefer that. Too late. Now, if you're done feeling sorry for yourself, again, what's next? You call Monika, tell her the plan, and hope for the best. Sound to signal another day of school has ended. Normally, that sound is the greatest sound in the world to me. But today, it's the toll of the bullshit bell. Not so much. Why do I always end up drawing the short straw? Oh, come on, it's not that bad. You think? You think? I look over towards Natsuki, who's angrily shoving things into her bag. Jeez. Who pissed you off today? I hoped she would have time to calm down. Honestly, Yuri's the one that should be upset. I don't... Is Natsuki really still on this kick about what happened yesterday between them? Cause let's not forget, you're the one that caused this altercation. Sadly, that's clearly not the case. She's been in a mood all day. I'm not the only one to notice either. Yeah, like I said, who pissed you off today, Natsuki? Seems like everyone's been trying to avoid her. Even her friends haven't tried talking to her. She's gonna break my face. Oh, you'll be fine. Maybe. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Sayori. Hopefully. If not, you can always just run away. Wow, thanks for that. Hey, I already said that. Like I said, thanks for the vote of confidence. Oh, there's a thing with the sprite going on here. It's not properly merged. It's a little bit off. How did I even let Monika talk me into this? Because we're doing it for Sayori, damn it. How is this so hard to understand? Honestly, it's kind of been funny to watch, like, the degrading quality of Sayori's sprites as the episodes have gone on. Like, it is honestly amazing to me. I mean, she's right. You've talked to her more. Barely. Still, it's true. That little bit might help her open up to you. More than she might with Monika. I guess she was the president of the debate club for a reason. I take a deep breath, readying myself. Don't worry, I'm right here with you. Ready to help if you need it. Thanks, Sayori. I'll probably take you up on that.
I stand up from my desk and carefully approach Natsuki. Alright, here goes literally nothing. Hey, Nat. Ugh, what do you want? And I thought I told you to stop calling me Nat. Sorry, but look, I just want to talk. Oh, they absolutely are. And she knows this too. Have you forgotten? Thigh speed? If you don't know what I'm talking about, plug that into Google. Well, save it. There's no way I'm going back to your stupid club. Natsuki rushes past me, bumping into me with her shoulder. I'm not here to talk about the club. I hear her footsteps stop. I'm not going to try and convince you to come back. Then why are you here? Are you going to lecture me then? Tell me I need to apologize to Yuri? Because that's not happening either. I mean, you should, but that's not the point. I meant everything I said. She looks down at the floor. Your face says it all. Almost as if she's ashamed saying that. It is a part of a series of mods called My Best Friend is a Ghost, where Sayori is exactly that. A ghost. Sorry to disappoint, but I'm not here for that either. Then why? I'm here because I want to talk to you. I want to know how you're doing. She looks at me, clearly surprised. Can tell you're upset. Hell, anyone could, so I figured I would at least ask. See if you wanted to talk about it. She seems flustered, unsure of what to do. I think it's safe to say she wasn't expecting this. Even still, this isn't how I expected she would react. Least of all from me. Hell, I didn't expect this from me. What are you doing, Natsuki? After seemingly contemplating to herself for a while, she finally speaks. Alright, fine, but not here. Fine with me. Wherever you want, just lead the way. Ah, I had a hunch we might end up here. I find myself atop the roof of the school. Take in the refreshing, cool air. I'm gonna date the episode with this, but with it being September right now and things finally cooling off, oh, it feels nice. I've been waiting for this all summer. Ever since that stretch in June where we basically got like no rain the entire month, I'm fucking ready for fall, dude. I've never been more ready. Been sick of the heat since June. I'm so ready, dude. Stark contrast to the stale, stiff atmosphere that lingers in the halls of our school. Pretty nice view. Yeah, I come up here a lot. Really? Usually it's Monika or Sayori I expect to come up here a lot. It's rare coming from you. Alright, so place your bets now on how this is going to go, ladies and gentlemen. It's a nice place to go when I just want to be alone. I can see why. Yeah, not hard to tell. Up here, looking over the town, I feel above my problems. Like I can forget all about them. They don't matter up here. Wish we could just stay like this a bit more. Slow down. Don't forget your purpose, boy. Enjoying the peace and quiet? That's not what I'm here to do. Yes, remember your purpose. I look over to Sayori, hoping she can help me get things rolling. Yet when I look, she's gone. Gotta be kidding me.
again. She's gone again.
You've got this, boy.
Why now? She has the worst timing ever.
So much for her being here with me. She better not make a habit of this. She probably just ran out of power to keep projecting herself. So... Come on, out with it. Get to the point, boy, before she decides this is not worth her time anymore. That or she wants to test him. We'll find out. Come on. Get to the point, boy. Come on, bruh. What are you thinking about?
I'm wondering why I'm doing this. Why am I talking to you of all people about this when I could just walk away right now? Nothing's stopping me from forgetting all about this and moving on with my life.
Well, can't blame you for thinking that. However, you do want to talk about it too. Can tell you really want to get this off your chest.
Oh, and why's that?
Fang. Because you agreed to talk to me of all people about it. Okay. Started off kind of bumbling, but he managed to turn it into something. I gotta give him credit. She furrows her brow at me before turning away. This is exactly the kind of sprite I was hoping to find for the thumbnail earlier, but I couldn't get one. Could not find one from the mods I've played, so... Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'm sure you have a lot on your mind right now. Take your time. We're in no rush. Except for maybe school faculty wanting to kick us out. She leans against the fencing of the roof, running her fingers through the chain link fencing. After a while, she takes a deep breath and sighs.
I'm betting you want to know what the problem is between Yuri and I.
Yes! Why didn't you just lead with that? Who wouldn't after that?
I don't even know where to begin.
Well, it helps to begin at the beginning because the beginning is how we get to the middle. That's how beginnings work.
Alright, fine. Believe it or not, Yuri and I used to be friends.
I gathered that much. So what happened?
We met in kindergarten.
Childhood friends, huh? Yeah, we know about that a little bit too well.
If you want to make it sound cliche, then sure.
No, but you were.
Be quiet. Anyway, we were always together. We were so different, but I think that's what helped.
You know what they say, opposites attract.
I helped her be a bit more adventurous. Well, she taught me literature. We might have different tastes, but she's the reason I enjoy literature as much as I do now.
Even back then, Yuri was a bit of a bookworm, huh?
Oh yeah. I remembered when she would try to read and walk, and I would have to keep her from walking into stuff.
That sounds 100% accurate. That is like 102% accurate.
One time I got distracted and she walked right into a river.
That is incredible. That is just like when Pokemon Go came out. People were so fucking hooked on Pokemon Go. They would walk into traffic, into lakes, into anything, basically, because there was a Pokemon there that they wanted. And, like, they just were completely oblivious to everything else around them. It was insanity when Pokemon Go came out. Like, holy shit. And this is just over a book. This isn't even over that. My god. That's incredible. Amazing how easily I can picture that. Because it's a very Yuri thing to do. I notice Natsuki smiling to herself as she reminisces. Yep, about the good times. So, what happened? Her expression quickly changes. One night, Yuri's parents dropped her off for a sleepover. It was a particularly stormy night. One of the worst we've seen in a while. On the way back, there was a car crash. Ooh! Oh, shit. Oh! 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 Game, why do you gotta do this? Oh, why? Why do you gotta do this to me? Oh. Bruh. Bruh, that's terrible. So, wait. I know you guys were like school age, but that's why you drifted apart? Am I understanding that correctly? Yuri blamed you? Because you had decided to have a sleepover on a stormy night? And Yuri agreed to go? And made her parents drive her in that weather? Wow. And I thought Natsuki was the selfish one. Jesus Christ. Wow. I want to hear Yuri's side, obviously. But, holy shit. That... Oh my god. Like I said, I thought Natsuki was the selfish one. Bruh. That is so fucked. That is so fucked. Like, actually, that is so fucked. That is actually so fucked. Alright, continue, Natsuki. I'm ready. I'm done. I'm shocked into silence. I notice I've been getting a couple of Discord pings. I'll check those out in a minute. Who be pinging me? This sure escalated quickly. This really got out of hand fast. I had no idea what to expect going into this conversation. That was probably the last thing. Yeah, I didn't think it would go this far. And like I said, I'm sorry to hear that. What are you apologizing for? I don't really know. That's why you should say, I'm sorry to hear that. Just didn't know how to respond. Neither did Yuri. And I didn't know how to help her. So where's she living now? Last I heard, with her aunt. I don't know if she's still there. Well, I guess that would explain everything. That would more explain why Yuri reacted the way she did when Natsuki broke her tea set. Yeah, it didn't take a genius to see that such a thing was a family heirloom. I think she even said as much. You know, it was very precious to her. And Yuri has every right to be upset that Natsuki broke it. She told me it was a gift from her mom. Yeah, it is. That's why Yuri got angry and yelled at Natsuki. It's not like Natsuki would just take it lying down either. That's what I noticed Natsuki's expression. She looks pained with guilt. Yeah. She's trying to hide it. She wants to act all tough. But gotta let this stuff out, man. That's not it. She does a dancer. She suddenly hits the fencing. Natsuki, if there's something else, would you please tell me? Oh, absolutely, Zach. Absolutely. I'm curious more about the details of the crash. Like, did they get did they get fucking T-boned? You know, was it even another car? Did they just like roll because of, you know, the road conditions? You know, roll into a ditch or something, or down a big hill, or did they go off a cliff? Like, what happened? That's what I want to know. Like, the specifics of the crash. Because, yeah, it's got to be pretty fucking bad if they both died in the crash. It's got to be bad. Real bad. This has been going longer than I thought. This might not be as short as I initially thought. She glances at me before turning her attention back to the city. Just promise me you won't judge me. I promise. Here it comes. After everything that happened, I was scared about what Yuri would think. About what? I thought she might lash out at me. She would blame me for what happened to her parents. I begged for her to sleep over. So I began distancing myself from her, avoiding her when I could. Problem was, without Yuri, I was alone. I had no friends besides her. That's when I heard some girls talking about Yuri. Figured she already hated me. What else did I have to lose? Plus, who better to talk about Yuri than me? Tsuki, no. Why? You know how hard it is for me to fit in? Look at me. Everyone thinks I'm just a little kid with bright pink hair. Natsuki 2020'd herself before COVID even came around? That's one way to put it. Forget the way I look. It's not like there's a lot of girls here who share my interests. Also, they spelled it wrong. They used past tense. You have to use future tense. Forget, not forgot. If they ever found out, it would be over for me. Wait, is that why you were so mad when we found your manga? Well, yeah, duh. I thought it was all over when Monika saw it. She's not like that. If I can be honest, if you need to hide who you are from your friends, they're probably not very good friends. Exactly. They're all I've got. It doesn't have to be that way. You can still... Through everything you just heard, you really think that? Certainly a messy situation. A lot more complicated than I thought it would be. Also a good example of why I don't bother with people. I hear you on that. But I can't think like that right now. I really wish Sarah was here to help me out. Sadly, she's not. Which means I need to find a way to handle this myself. Look, I just have one question for you. She raises an eyebrow at me. Do you want to be friends with Yuri again?
Doesn't matter what I want. Yuri hates me now more than ever. There's nothing I can do or say that will change any of that.
Natsuki. Are you stupid? Oh, damn. Oh, boy. Hold on to your butts, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
What?
She looks at me in shock, with anger bubbling over. You're just gonna go on and assume there's nothing you can do? When you assuming things are what got you here in the first place. Here you are with a chance to make things right, and you're about to make the same mistake. Why? Because you're too scared? Well, that's easy for you to say, all high and mighty from your moral high ground. It's a lot different when you're the one that has to do it. Yeah, you're right. Honestly, I'm the last person that should be yelling to you about this. Because I made the same mistake you're about to.
How?
I'm sure you've heard about Sayori.
The girl who...
She looks away, looking unsure if she should finish the rest of that sentence. Just like you and Yuri, we were childhood best friends. I'd known her for as long as I can remember. We were practically raised together. At some point, though, we drifted apart. To the point where those memories we made felt like another life. Then my parents got divorced. I was having a really hard time. The only person I felt like I could go to besides my dad was Sayori. But it had been so long, I wondered what right I had. What right did I have to just walk back into her life and dump all my problems on her after everything that happened? I mean, hey, to be fair, not a completely unreasonable question. Now I realize how stupid it was. I should have known better. Sarah would help anyone if they asked for it, or even if they didn't. That's just the type of person she was. I'm sure she would have taken me back, listened to anything I had to say. Given me a big hug while doing it. And knowing what I know now about what she was going through, can feel tears forming in the corners of my eyes. I can't help but thinking that if I'd opened up to her, maybe she would have done the same to me. We could have shared each other's pain. And she wouldn't have done what she did. The situation might be different, but I see you're about to make that same mistake. That fear you're feeling right now doesn't even begin to compare to that feeling of regret. Feeling of knowing you could have done something more, but didn't. It's gonna follow you for the rest of your life and eat you alive. I know you're worried, and I can't promise you everything will end well. I can't promise you that Yuri will forgive you and you two will be friends again. You'll forget about the past. That you'll forget all about the past years like they never happened. Honestly, you shouldn't even do it for that. You'll do it if you really care about Yuri. All this time, she doesn't know why you left her. She's probably been thinking it was something she did. Wondering this whole time what she did wrong. You at least owe her an explanation. Man, where did all that come from? Came after Sayori knocked some sense into you. Yesterday. Sorry. I didn't mean to rant like that. It's alright. Honestly, I hate to admit it, but you're right. I mean, I really, really hate to admit that. I do still care about Yuri. I don't want to hurt her anymore. I need to talk to her. I need to apologize. I need to make up for so many things. I just don't know if I can. Natsuki, everyone here knows you can. I believe in you, kid. As a certain skeleton would say, I'm rooting for you, kid. Monika and I can help if you need it.
Thanks. I guess you can be pretty smart when you want to be.
Yeah, it comes and goes. A compliment from Natsuki? I'm so flustered!
Whatever, don't let it get to your head. You're still a dummy.
Taken on the nose. I'll try not to. Really, I was just trying to think of what an anime protagonist might say.
Never mind, you're just a dummy.
She's not wrong. Come on. If you want, we can go talk to Yuri.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, now I'm gonna go look at what everybody's been pinging me about on Discord. Oh, I've got somebody new who's been pinging me. And then Underskins and Motor from the server. Oh, somebody. Yeah. I mean, shit, yeah. Oh, shit! Yeah! No way! Man, did not think that would happen today. Alright, yeah. My old bro, one of our old bros from school. Shit, man. Yeah, welcome. Welcome to the server. Man, that. Yep, Motor Breath sent me the Ultimate Experience mod for BO3. Want to check that out. And, yep, Underskins, like I just said, yep, that is 100% true. That is 100% true. Yeah, sorry to just kind of interrupt stream for that, but yeah, old friend of mine from school just messaged, and they found the server. That's awesome. Anyway, I just wanted to check out what I was getting Discord messages about, so let's see what happens. This is the big moment. This is the big moment. The confrontation between Yuri and Natsuki. This is what the whole episode's been building up to. So, let's do it. Here we go. As I open the door to the club room and step inside, I see Monika and Yuri talking. They stop once they hear me come in. Monika gives me a smile and waves. I see you took lessons from Skipper. Just smile and wave. And no, I'm not sorry for that. Yuri looks at me with a look of, well, I don't really know how to explain it. She just looks tired. Probably from what Monika and Yuri were talking about. That's the side I want to see. I want to see that side. However, when Natsuki steps next to me, it changes. This is about the reaction I expected. Did not expect things to start off well to start out. See a flash of anger before Yuri averts her gaze. He's asking if I still have my PS3. Man, it's been a hot minute since I played my PS3. I don't know if my mate Oreo still does. Probably not. Honestly, I'm tempted to ask if he's got a computer. He's got it on computer, like if he has a Steam account. So I'd love to see what else he has. As much as I want to play more BO1 on my PS3, wouldn't mind switching platforms. Anyway, Natsuki looks up at me. I can tell she's having second thoughts. Wondering if this was really a good idea. Yeah, that's understandable to have doubts. It's understandable to have doubts, Natsuki. It happens. Squeeze her shoulder and give her a nod. You can do this. You can do this. You've got to lead the way. So it begins. Find an area of the classroom where I'm far away enough to not feel like I'm imposing, but close enough to step in if I need to. Monika comes and joins me. You actually got her to come. I know. I'm surprised too. I'm not surprised. I knew you could do it. Oh, please. I have a huge grin on my face. Oh, please, Monika. I can't help it. It's crazy to hear a compliment from Monika. Oh, please, boy. Pshaw. Those two have been through a lot, huh? Yeah, no kidding. Hopefully this can be the end of it. We watch on as the two just stand there, fidgeting with themselves, both unsure of what to say or do now. Phrasing, Monika. MC having character development? I know, what a crazy thought. Here goes. Can't even begin to describe the tension. Natsuki, you've got a lead here. I wish Sayori was back. I'd feel a lot better if she was here with me right now. Yet she still hasn't returned. Just gotta tough it out, boy. Why hasn't she come back? What's taking her so long?
Yuri, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. I'm sorry about your D-set. I'm sorry I abandoned you. And I'm sorry for what I've said about you. Mostly, I'm sorry that I was such a terrible friend. I wanted you to know you did nothing wrong. You weren't the problem. I was.
Oh my god. How many years of pent-up emotion is coming out right now, Natsuki? Holy shit.
I was afraid you blamed me for what happened to your parents. That you would hate me. So I distanced myself because I was afraid. I was wrong to do that to you. I know you probably can't forgive me. And that's okay. But please don't walk away from them. You have good friends here. Better than I ever was. They clearly care about you.
I'll have to think about that.
I'll leave. I just wanted you to know that I'm sorry.
Silence suffocates the room. We let the moment and the words hang in the air. Yup. Now the onus is on Yuri to decide if she's going to dignify that with a response, or if she's just going to leave it at that. Either because we were uncertain of what to do next, or too afraid to be the one to break it. No. You misunderstand, boy. The onus is on Yuri now. Natsuki said her piece. Now it is time for Yuri to mull things over. Suddenly, Yuri takes a step forward. Out of reflex alone, I jump forward. Calm down, boy. Calm down. Ready to step in, but there's no need. I see Yuri wrap her arms around Natsuki and hug her. Natsuki stiffens like a board due to Yuri's sudden embrace. Her arms are just at her side, unsure what's the right thing to do. Slowly, Natsuki brings her arms up and reciprocates Yuri's hug. They stay like that for a while before Yuri pulls away.
Thank you, Natsuki. I'm glad to finally hear you say that. It's true. For the longest time, I went on thinking it was something I had done. I did something to upset you, and that's what pushed you away.
Huh. Funny how our boy predicted that.
Since then, I've been afraid of people. Afraid of hurting them the same way I did to you. Afraid of being hurt. I feel solace, finally, after hearing that. Now, I need you to hear this. Natsuki, I would never blame you for what happened to my parents. What happened to them was a terrible tragedy. The problem was, Natsuki, I needed you.
Yeah, after something like that, Yuri needed somebody now more than then more than ever.
You were my friend, and you left me when I needed you the most. The person who helped me so much. The person I thought would be there for me. Wasn't. I'd never felt so isolated, so scared. That is what caused me to resent you. Hate only continued to fester in my heart when I would hear your friends talking about me. When you'd pass me in the hall without even a glance. I'm sorry, Yuri. I wish if I could take it all back, I would.
Could word that a little better.
I don't know if I can ever forgive you. However, I would like to try. Wait, you mean... Yes, if your words are true, and you're willing to try with me, I would like to rebuild what we lost. I want to as well. I swear I will find a way to make it up to you. For everything. Starting with the tea set. Money is a little tight for me right now, but I can help pay for a new one. Or help you fix it. I know what it means to you.
I don't know if something like that can be fixed.
Thank you, Natsuki, but let's not worry about that right now. Monika, I apologize for my outburst yesterday. If you and Ben will allow it, I would like to rejoin the literature club. No apologies needed, Yuri. Of course you can. As far as I'm concerned, you never left. I would like to as well. Same goes to you, Natsuki.
You want to go ahead and say it?
Yuri and Natsuki, welcome to the literature club.
More like welcome back.
I'm gonna go ahead and fill out the club registration papers.
While Monika takes a seat at the teacher's desk, I take a seat at one of the desks. Honestly, that would have been a good moment to end it right there. That was perfect. Deciding to let Natsuki and Yuri have some time to catch up. Apparently I'd been holding my breath that entire time. Understandable, that was very tense. I feel exhausted. I'm glad that's all over with. Who knew that would be so draining? These kinds of things usually are. I know from experience. I don't think anyone would mind if I took a quick rest. Cue Sayori. Suddenly, I feel two arms wrap around my neck from behind me. Ben! I'm so sorry! Try to respond, but Sayori is squeezing me so tight I can't get any words out. Oh my god. What a typo. What a typo.
I know I'm the worst. I let you down again. I told you I would be there with you.
I begin madly tapping on Sayori's arm, trying to get her to release her chokehold on me.
I get it if you're mad at me. Please just talk to me.
What? What is it? Who knew ghosts could perform a chokehold? I can't breathe.
I'm sorry again.
It's fine. I'm used to it. I don't know if I should be concerned for this guy if he's used to that.
I'm sorry for leaving and choking you.
It's fine, Sayori. Like I said, I'm used to it. Also, it's not like it's something you can control.
It's not like you needed me, though. You did such a good job. I'm so impressed.
She's possessing him. Uh-huh. Because, let's not forget, it was established earlier that Sayori can still interact with objects in the physical world. And that means people. She can possess people. Oh yeah, forgot you can still hear everything.
Is that a problem?
No, of course not. For now. Anyway, still would have been nice knowing you were there.
I know.
Glad to see you're back, though. I was worried. You were gone a lot longer this time.
I wish it was something I could control. I hate it.
Hey, it's all good. It all worked out in the end.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
She gives me a smile. Hope I was able to ease Sayori's mind a bit.
Is it true?
What is?
What you said to Natsuki. You know about wanting to come talk to me.
Yeah, look, Sayori. I really don't want to talk about it.
Why, though?
I just don't, okay?
Ben, it's okay. You don't need to beat yourself up over it. I just want you to know...
Sayori, stop. I told you I don't want to talk about it, so please just drop it. Uh-oh. Please. Sayori's clearly shaken by my sudden outburst.
Sure. I'm sorry.
My stomach churns with guilt as I see Sayori's face. I didn't mean to get so heated. I'm surprised nobody turned to look at you. I just knew what she was going to say. If I'd remembered that Sayori could still hear me, I don't think I would have said those things to Natsuki. Because now she knows. She's going to try and reassure me. Tell me I'm right and I could have talked to her. She'll do it thinking she's helping. When actually hearing that would destroy me. For her to tell me that would confirm to me my biggest fear. The fact I didn't do enough for her. That uncertainty, however, provides a barrier. Maybe she wouldn't have, I can think. Maybe we were too far gone. Though like that helps me from collapsing into somewhere dark. Exactly, it's not much of a barrier. I get up from the desk and make my way towards Monika. In a feeble attempt to avoid the guilt and awkwardness between me and Sayori right now. So how goes it?
Oh hey Ben, I'm just about done.
You look very serious right now. Awesome. Just a few more lines until all your hard work pays off. As Monika focuses once again on the paper before her, I lean against the desk. I watch Yuri and Natsuki as they chat. I can't help but smile seeing it. No comment necessary. You were right, by the way.
Huh? Right about what?
I nod towards Yuri and Natsuki. She looks over and smiles as well.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that. I know you weren't a huge fan of the plan at first, so thanks for staying with me. I knew it was a long shot, but I also knew I couldn't just walk away. Not after what they did for me.
What did they do for you?
They took a chance on this club when no one else would.
Yeah, you're right.
I felt I at least owed them for that.
I used to think that if something didn't work out the first time, it wasn't meant to be. I mean, why try for something when you don't know if it would work out? Why put in all that effort for nothing? Now I think I understand a little, because it means so much more when you do succeed. Exactly. Now you understand. I was ready to take the easy road like I always had before. However, because of Monika, I didn't. Thanks to that, I felt something I haven't felt in a very long time. Satisfaction. Pride. Call it what you want. But when I see those two girls, I feel it every time. You did it good. It's a feeling I don't want to let go of. I guess Dad was right. The easiest road isn't always the best. Exactly. You know, I should be thanking you. Period. Not question mark.
Why's that?
Just for reminding me of something.
A bit vague, but okay. You're welcome. Hey, I'm just about done with the form. I just need to write down everyone's names. Care to do the honors?
She hands me the pen. Slowly, I take it. I write my name with the cleanest penmanship I can muster. Which honestly still looks pretty bad. Hey man, I can attest to that. My handwriting has been terrible throughout my whole life. Shut up, Malwarebytes. I don't care about my monthly summary. Especially compared to Monika's. I'm thoroughly ashamed.
Alright, that's that then. Let's go drop off the form to the faculty room.
You don't mind me tagging along, do you?
Of course not. You're my vice president. We both put a lot of hard work into this.
Well, when you put it like that, how could I say no?
Alright, everyone. Ben and I are going to go ahead and turn in our club's registration form. You two are free to head home for today. Hope to see you tomorrow. Of course, Monika. Until tomorrow. Laters.
We all grab our stuff and head out of the club room. I give Yuri and Natsuki one more quick wave before Monika and I head in the opposite direction. There's no conversation between us. Not that I mind. Too busy bathing in Monika's uncontrolled bliss. Don't let it get to your head, boy. The only sound that can be heard is Monika humming a very happy tune to herself.
So precious. It's so precious. I love it.
I'm willing to bet she doesn't even realize she's doing it. Nope! And she is just fine with that. Even her step seems lighter, like a weight has finally been taken off her shoulders. Probably because it has. It's clear she's happy right now. But how happy? More than I could ever guess. I feel you, Turbo.
Ben, you did it! You actually started a club!
Oh, I could totally see her doing that. I know. Crazy, isn't it? That's a sentence I never thought I'd hear.
I bet you're really excited.
Yeah, I would say I'm pretty excited. Although I'd say Monika's a bit more excited than me, it seems. You're just a bit more restrained about how you show it, that's all.
Of course she is. For a while it seemed like she was gonna lose everything.
I think she's above Cloud 9 right now. I don't think anything can touch her right now. As we turn the corner of the hallway, Monika suddenly bumps into someone. She stumbles a bit. I grab her to help steady her. Before us stands the guy Monika bumped into. Who are you? What is this, gender swap of Monika? That's what it looks like. A rather tall, well-built guy. He has 2 girls with him as well. Haven't seen you in a while, Mio. I immediately feel uneasy. Alright, what's your deal? Out with it. Probably because instead of looking annoyed or apologetic, he has a wide shit-eating grin on his face. Well, well, look at what we have here. Isn't the school princess herself, Monika? Tell me, do you still remember us? Quite an introduction. He gestures to himself and the 2 girls beside him. I notice Monika gritting her teeth.
Hello, Kenta, Mio, Kanako. Nice to see you again.
Kenta, the perfect male student. He's basically Monika, but a boy. Holy shit, my metaphor was more accurate than I realized. What the fuck? He's got perfect grades, all the teachers love him, and he's the ace of your school's basketball team. You mean our?
Aw, how nice. She does remember our names.
What sort of history do you lot have with Monika?
Thought for sure she would have forgotten after she ghosted us. Who's that behind ya? Is that your new pet? Get yourself a new boy toy.
Move along. We've got business to attend to, and it doesn't involve you. Excuse me? You must be new to how people talk to the popular kids at school.
What are you guys even doing here?
Well, basketball practice just got out. Mio forgot something in her class. You know how forgetful she is.
Hey!
Real question, Monty, is what are you doing here? He notices the paper in Monika's hand. In the blink of an eye, he snatches it from her.
Hey!
Let's see what we have here. A club registration form? That's awesome. Congrats, Monty. Monika quickly snatches the paper back. It only took you a little over a month to do it. You just about made the required number of members. And what's this dude's problem? Where does he get off saying all this stuff? Still, congrats. I'm sure your parents will be thrilled to hear about it. Oh wait, you probably didn't tell them. Doubt they'd be happy to hear you left your prestigious position as president of the debate club to start something one might call lesser. Yep, I could see you doing that, Zach. Honestly, this dude strikes me as the ultimate overachiever. This guy is just completely everything by the numbers. Nothing else. I mean, you're already on pretty thin ice with them. Oh, great. So we're going with that. So we're going with that angle, huh? I've seen this before. I've seen how this goes. Well, you know, breaking up with me. I think Monika made the right decision. You might be a top student, but that doesn't give you the right to be a little shit. It doesn't give you the right to be a snob. My eyes widen.
What? No way Monika would date a jerkhole like this.
She's not wrong. He's the ex. I always heard rumors that these two were dating, but I just thought it was weird relationship shipping between classmates. How are your parents doing, by the way? I miss them. I bet they miss me. After all, I was like the son they never had. So sure of yourself, are ya? You know, someone they could actually be proud of. Alright, enough, man. Look. Oh, shit. Zach, I think your wish might be coming true. Suddenly, I feel a tug on my sleeve. I feel Monika holding on to my sleeve. I can tell what she's thinking as her hair shrouds her face while she looks at the floor. I would listen to her, nobody. This doesn't involve you. It does if you want to get between me and Monika. As for you... He bends down a bit to be at eye level with Monika. She doesn't return his gaze. Stop whatever the hell it is you're doing and remember where you came from. If you don't, you're only going to end up embarrassing yourself and hurting people around you. With that, the three of them take their leave. All of them giving me not too friendly looks as they pass.
I should go over there and teach those meanies a lesson.
Permission 100% granted, Sayori. As much as I would love that, I don't want to risk escalating things.
Sayori's the ultimate assassin. What are you talking about?
She can interact with the physical world and literally nobody but us can see her. She's literally the perfect assassin. Besides, I'm more worried about Monika. I look at Monika, who still hasn't lifted her head. So this is why the episode didn't end. Her hands curled into fists, crushing our club registration form within them. I think she might be shaking. No, she's seething. Seething with rage. Monika, before I can finish, Monika walks off towards our previous destination without giving me a second thought. Sayori and I trade a worried glance. And that is episode 5. And that is where my best friend is a ghost, ends. At least for now. According to Team Final Stand's website, this is still in active development, and they're currently working on episode 6. I don't know if or when it's coming out, but they currently plan to release... The plan was to release 12 episodes, so this is still an ongoing series, and when part 6 drops, I will cover that. When episode 6 drops, I will cover that. But, that being said, something I hope they address in the future is Sayori's sprite quality, because it's all over the place. I do like the steps forward they took with this one. I think the steps they took forward with this, if this is the quality we could expect going forward, I think bumps it up to like C+, B- on my ranking. Probably C+ at best. Like, they made a couple of improvements, but they still have some grammar work to do and some sprite issues to fix. And they could, I think, spruce up the UI a little bit more. So, yeah, that's kind of where I stand on My Best Friend is a Ghost right now. And that's going to be it for now until episode 6 drops. Now, I promised you lot a surprise in the description. So, it's time to reveal what that is. Because I knew tonight was going to be a shorter stream than usual. And since we're covering a Sayori mod, well, I mean, Sayori's a ghost in the mod, that's kind of like the whole point. It only felt right that I covered another Sayori mod. So if you've been hanging around the streams for a while lately, you might know somebody who's come in and talked about the mod Salvation, right? You remember that guy, right? The dev for the mod? Well, apparently, he's coming back to do a complete overhaul of his mod, Salvation, which was supposed to be his goodbye to the DDLC community. And something I did on the server a little while back, recently, is there is a little demo, a little sneak preview of what to expect with this revamped Salvation. That is what we are going to take a look at right now. It's called Through My Eyes. It's about 15 minutes. It's very short. But for its length, it is very high quality stuff. Like I said, I played it on the server, and I was very impressed. So that's what we're going to take a look at now. 12 Jizgai 6 presents from a closed-loop electronic buffer. Let me switch the game window and the audio. Here we go. The menu is not much to look at here, but I'm just going to tell you all right now. Appearances are not what they seem. Listen to that music. Like, dude, if this doesn't give you chills, I don't know what will. Listen to that. Alright? And like I said, I've already played this, but I haven't played it on the channel yet. So, buckle up. Here we go. Little bonus for y'all. Alright, 2 hours, 25 minutes is when we are starting. I'm gonna note down the timestamp so I can come back and add a chapter later. Nah, I'd give this a C tier. This track is nothing compared to modern horror tracks that build up tension. Hey, what's up, Imprudent? You're just in time for the surprise. We just finished episode 5 of My Best Friend is a Ghost. Now it's time for my little surprise. You might remember I played this on the server fairly recently. So yeah, here we go. You'll see I've got skip right there. That lets you know I've already played this. His words keep playing over and over again in my head. I love you. No, he doesn't. Why would he say that? It's your fault. You did this to him. He was doing just fine with Natsuki and the others. Yep, our boy chose Natsuki in this timeline. But you had to make him worry, didn't you? You're pathetic. Really isn't holding back. Yeah, I guess I am. I walk upstairs to my bedroom and throw myself on the bed. Endless thoughts are rushing through my head. Ben just confessed to me. I should be happy. Why don't I feel happy? I've loved him for as long as I can remember. Now my world is completely upside down. Each passing moment feels like a tug of war with my heart and my mind. My heart yearns for him. I want to be with him. My mind, fueled by my own self-doubt and awful thoughts, holds me back. I'm trapped. And I have to try and escape. I take a deep breath and walk outside, trying my best to calm the overwhelming emotions in my head. I really like the ambience and sunset lighting. Yeah, this is heavy stuff. As I walk down the street, awful thoughts continue to flash in and out of my head. You messed up. You ruined his happiness. He loves Natsuki, not you. He just feels bad after you told him how messed up you are. He's too good for... I shake my head. That's enough. You're being too loud. I make my way to the city and try to distract myself with a little bit of window shopping. Anything to make you happy, right, Sayori? It all feels kind of meaningless. I haven't really figured out why, though. Occasionally, I'll see something that reminds me of Ben. My mind fills with a bunch of really ugly thoughts again. I feel like screaming. But I'm in public. Everyone would look at me weird. I look down at the street and continue walking forward, not paying too much attention to my... I'm so sorry. I'm so... Yuri? Hey, what are you doing here? Sayori? Very, very nice lighting job, I have to say. I always gotta give props to mods that do a good job with lighting. And this mod does it right. Seriously, look at that. Gotta give credit where it's due.
Ah, I'm relieved it's you. But still, I'm sorry for bumping into you. It's okay. I wasn't really watching where I was going. Are you out here shopping? Not really. I just needed to clear my head a little. I've been hard at work working on my poem as well as posters for the festival. Ah, good to hear. Monika and I have been hard at work as well. It's always good to clear your head every once in a while.
Oh yeah. We know that a little too well with you, don't we, Sayori?
I agree. Would you like to grab some tea, since we're already out in front of the cafe and all?
I meant more the overall lighting.
I turned to my right, and sure enough, the cafe is right next to me. The problem is, this cafe is the same one Ben and I used to come to a lot when we were younger. Nasty thoughts begin to fill my head again. But Yuri's here. It should be okay. Sure, that sounds nice. I'm greeted with the overwhelming nostalgia of the cafe, my nostrils filling with aromas that I hadn't smelled in ages. Cinnamon buns.
Oh my god. This line coming from Sayori.
Are you a fan of those? I personally prefer their chocolate chip cookies, but they aren't bad. Those are good too. I think it's kind of impossible to go wrong with any type of baked treat. Well, if the main component is sugar, then yeah, kind of hard not to like it. Yuri and I order some tea and cookies. Yuri's about to pay, but I immediately grab her shoulder. Don't pay for me, I can cover it. Oh, are you sure? I don't mind. I'm the one who invited after all. I reach into my pocket, pull out my coin purse, and hand Yuri a few bills. This should cover it.
Yuri's like, you really didn't need to do that. I wanted to treat a friend, you know?
Well, alright. Yuri takes the money and pays the clerk. We both walk over to a nearby table and sit down. Hey, I wanted to ask, how long have you and Ben known each other? Ah, well, oh man, did she have to ask me this now? We've known each other since we were kids. We drifted away when high school started, though. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. I think these things are normal. Friends grow apart, become different people. There's not much you can really do. Yeah, I can agree with that. I've never really had a close friend, though, so it's hard to imagine how it would feel drifting apart from someone. Well, maybe you can become close friends with Ben, too. He's already really close with Natsuki.
Sayori. Wording.
You and your big mouth. What did you go and say that for? Ben and I haven't really gotten along that well. What? Why not? He isn't being a meanie, is he? Oh, no, nothing like that.
Oh, I know you, Zach. I know you. You're not easy to impress.
We just haven't really clicked with each other. He seems to have his priorities focused elsewhere. You're right on that. I'm glad he's finding happiness in the club, though, even if he isn't perfect at it. I'd want him to spend time with everyone. I guess so. He wasn't too thrilled on joining, so it's really nice he's found his footing with you guys. But give him a little time. I'm sure you'll warm up to him eventually. He's a real sweetheart. You sure do speak highly of him. Sorry. It just makes me really happy to see him happy, you know?
You're like that with Bethesda games? Fair, Zach. That's fair. as a player, somebody that knows, you know, a lot of what to expect with DDLC mods, I know stuff like this is very much not to be expected in every mod. So, like I said, I give credit where it's due.
I understand. It's nice to have a friend like that. Keep him close. Friends like those are hard to come by. Right. A waiter brings over our tea and cookies. Ooh, yummy! I take a sip of the tea and accidentally burn my tongue.
Now why'd you go and do that, Sayori?
You should blow a little before you take a sip.
Everybody knows to do that with a hot drink. Oh yeah, absolutely, Zach.
You're probably right. This tea is nothing compared to yours, though. You don't really think that, do you? I do! Your tea is really lovely. It's never too hot, never too strong. Always makes me feel nice, too.
Don't flatter me too much. This is just like me, bro. Like, when people start complimenting my work at my job, it's like, bro, come on, I'm just doing my job. It's nothing that crazy.
Oh, okay, sorry. Sorry, I guess I'm just not used to getting so many compliments like that. It's hard for me to trust when people say nice things about me. Oh my gosh, so do I! Oh, but if someone says something negative to me, I instantly believe it. Isn't that so funny?
No, it's concerning. Her eyes widen a bit.
You said too much again. Now she's just going to... Well, us humans can be pretty confusing sometimes. But that is pretty funny. Yuri and I finish up our tea and cookies. Yuri said she had to get going because she had to finish up her festival preparations.
Festival? Did I just say festival? Festival.
So it's just me now. But I should probably get going too. It's getting late. Maybe you shouldn't even get out of bed tomorrow. How can you expect to look Ben in the eye? Too loud.
Alright. Once we get back to Sayori's bedroom, I'm gonna need everybody to hold on to your butts. And you'll see why in a few minutes.
I make my way back to the neighborhood. I see Ben's house in the distance, and I start thinking about what he said to me. Do you remember how I said I know what's best for you? I really, really want to try. I really do. My brain throws more really nasty thoughts around. I vigorously shake my head and head back inside. A few hours go by. It's nearly 2 in the morning now, and I'm on the phone with Monika trying to work through last-minute prep for the festival. So I made these little pamphlets to place on all the desks. Then we can have Natsuki's cupcakes set up next to them. Monika's words start to drift off into nothing as my mind gets overwhelmed again. Why even bother preparing for this festival? I could just not show up tomorrow. I could just... Hey, Sayori? Oh, sorry. I was listening, I promise. You don't have to come to school tomorrow if you don't feel like it. What gave you that idea, silly? Well, It seems like something is really bothering you. Are you feeling okay? I'm fine! It's just late after all. I'm a little sleepy. Ah, you're not still thinking about what I told you, right? At the club?
Spoiler alert, we don't find out what Monika told her.
No! You didn't say anything wrong there. You were right about all of it. You're right. It is late now.
Yup, that's a sign of good writing, Zach.
Let's stop for now then. No, it's okay. I can... You should get some sleep. It's a big day tomorrow. But are you sure? Don't worry about it, Sayori. I promise. Everything will be okay. Get some sleep now, alright? And if you don't feel like coming tomorrow, just shoot me a text. I'd understand. Good night, Sayori. Doot doot doot.
She hangs up.
I can only lay my head back and stare up at the ceiling. I shouldn't have said anything. Monika doesn't even need me there. Does anybody need me there? Who's even gonna miss me if I'm absent tomorrow? Would Ben miss me? No. He has Natsuki. He's got them all. He'll be okay without me. I completely let all of these nasty thoughts in now.
Remember how I said to brace yourselves?
But they don't feel that gross to think about anymore. There's something very comforting about this. No longer existing. No longer a burden on anybody. Ben will be able to move on. He's always been strong like that.
Don't speak too soon, Sayori.
My parents will, too. They're strong people. They won't have to worry about a useless daughter like me. I smile to myself. It just makes sense. I get up from off of the floor and walk downstairs. I'm thinking about my hug with Ben. The first time I hugged him in years. It really did hurt to hear him say he loved me. But I'd like for that to be the last thing I think about before I go. I open up a tool cabinet and find some really thick rope. I've searched up how to do this before, but I don't actually remember how to set this up.
My God.
I walk back upstairs to my room. The voices in my head grow louder and louder. Too loud! Shut up! Get out of my... They won't stop.
Nobody is going to miss you. Everything will be okay. Things were meant to be this way. Pitter, patter. Pitter, patter. Your warm embrace. Your soft smiles. I wish I could have seen them more. I wish you could have been there for me. I wish I could have found a way to stop this pain any other way. But it's over. It'll all be over. I'm going to do what I know is best for you. I'm going to listen to everything she said to me. I'm gonna show you just how much I love you.
I can no longer think. I'm now hyper-focused on getting the knot on the rope right. There. That's as close as I can get it. Even clumsy old me can handle a hangman's noose just fine. My God. Grab my chair as well as a few books to keep it from rolling away. I think this is how you do it. I tiptoe on the chair and manage to tie the rope onto one of the blades of my ceiling fan. My heart begins to pound as I place my head through the loop. My hands are shaking violently, but I try to keep them steady. I'm actually kind of motivated. I'm not afraid. This is what I want. This is what I need.
No, it isn't.
My phone rings. It's too far out of reach now. It's Monika. She's calling. Sorry. You won't need to worry about me anymore. I close my eyes, take a deep breath, and prepare myself to...
Sayori, it's Ben. Saw your lights on, and I wanted to see how you were doing.
Ben? What are you doing here? You shouldn't be...
Through my eyes. Good job, Jizz Guy. Kiora, Jan Hare. That's a beautiful little teaser you guys put together. No problem. And thank you to all of you for sticking around for that. I really wanted to showcase that. Oh yeah. I told you it was good. I told you it was a good teaser. So yeah, that is what is coming in the future. We are getting a Salvation remake. And that's a little teaser of what to expect. Yep, a prologue basically. Seriously, that OST. That menu OST. Think what you will, Zach. I love this. It sets the mood. It sets the mood for what's going on in her head. How far gone she really is. Like, just imagine that our boy opened the door on that scene. So yeah, that's all I got for tonight. Like I said, a bit on the short side for me. Normally I like to go quite a bit longer than this, but that's gonna be it. So I'm gonna head over to the server and I'm gonna hop in the VC for a bit while I think about what mods to put next on the poll for next week, because it is time to pick your next requested mod. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that. For the YouTube audience, this is where things end, at least for now. So thank you all for watching, and until next time, take care.